Hi everyone, and welcome to Ohio Valley Couponer. Today it is Tuesday, October the 7th of 2025, and I am here with another video, and this one is going to be a little different. Normally I do like matchups videos, things like that, but I have to tell you guys a story time from this weekend, because I had a time at Dollar General. Oh my goodness, when couponing goes wrong. I know that I get on here and share the positives of couponing, but like everybody else, I do have my days where things go wrong, and that was definitely this Saturday. I had a conversation with a manager, and unfortunately, this conversation was not going anywhere, and in fact, some of it was a little, I don't know, she was not like rude, but was kind of like, I don't know, kind of like in a way condescending to try to make me feel like I've already saved enough money. Which, again, she wasn't being rude. I think she was trying to. Honestly, I really believe she had no idea about the coupons, just how she was talking. Like, she didn't understand how it worked. And so she was trying to, I guess, make me feel better about paying more. I don't know. So if this lady ever saw this, I wouldn't want her to think like I walked away thinking, oh, she was so rude. Because she definitely wasn't. She was trying to come up with an answer, but unfortunately she didn't understand how this worked. And despite me trying to explain it, she didn't get it. So, and this is just how it worked out for me. So I want to tell you guys all about this experience, and maybe some of you had a similar issue on Saturday. So just let me know if you had a similar issue. So anyways, let's get into this. Last week at Dollar General was epic. It was so good. We had the 5 off 25 Monday through Saturday. We had the clearance event. That's actually still going on. So if you guys want to do that, you can still go do the clearance event. And then we also had the additional coupon for $10 off of 40. So I'd done the 5 off of 25 previously in the week, but I wanted to go do the 10 off of 40 deal. Now, I use the Dollar General app because they're supposed to tell you what things are in stock. And I'm going to be honest, I don't even know why I try, because 90% of the time it is inaccurate. So I went through a Dollar General, they didn't have the stuff. They didn't have everything that I needed. I was needing to get, 5 of the lemon head ropes. They were a moneymaker. I was needing to get the Tic Tac Chewies. And so I thought I found a store that had them in stock. They were not all there, so I couldn't do it. They didn't have enough, so I went to another Dollar General. They had even less. And so I went up the road. That's the thing about my area, is we have Dollar Generals everywhere. Like, I'm not kidding. All over my town and surrounding areas, like little country towns, like literally will have like 3 of them themselves. It's insane. But Dollar General all over the place. So it's really easy to hop around and go to different ones. But anyways, I went to the third one. I was like, if they don't have it, like, whatever. So I went to the third one, and funny, the app did not show that they even hardly had any of the things in stock. Like the lemon head, of course, I get there and they have a bunch. So go figure. But I found a store that had everything, and it was awesome. This haul was going to be so great. I was planning on getting everything. I was going to pay $17.68 out of pocket, and then on Shopkick, I was going to be getting back 2,335 kicks, which is the equivalent of $9.34. It was going to make this like $8 and some change with tax, which I was actually really happy with. The Eucerin lotion, that's something my grandpa has to have. The toilet paper, the laundry stuff. All in all, it was going to be a pretty awesome haul. Well, all in all, I get up to the register, and it's a little more than I thought it was going to be. It was $20.18, and I thought, well, maybe the tax was off somehow. Maybe, I don't know. I was like, okay, I asked her, like, hey, does it show you what coupons came off? And she kind of went over them. She was like, yeah, it looks like all of them came off. And so, in the store, there was quite a few people there, actually. And so I was like, okay, I'm just going to pay, and I am going to pay, and we'll see. I'll look at the receipt. So I just paid. And that probably was stupid. I probably should have avoided it. But all the work it took. Like, this was the third store, and they finally had this stuff, and I was just like, ugh. And I thought maybe I somehow made the error. But I don't know. So I shouldn't have probably paid, but I did. I just paid and was like, okay. So I paid, and then I start looking at the receipt, get out of the car, take my stuff to the car, and I start looking at all the coupons. So we got the Eucerin coupon, the Swab and Sell, the Airwick, the Scott toilet paper, the Febreze plug, and the Purex. That off of 40 worked, so that wasn't the problem. And I have a 50-cent instant savings for the Palmolive dish soaps that I bought. They were $2.75 each, and if you bought 2, you got them 2 for $5. This is really important because this threw the manager off. So, anyways, out of all that, I see that my coupon for the Palmolive didn't come up. So I had a coupon for $2.50 off of 2 Palmolive 18-ounce or larger Palmolive Ultra dish soaps. It also included Ajax, but it very specifically said Palmolive Ultra 18-ounce or larger. What did I get? I got the Palmolive 18-ounce or larger. So the coupon didn't deduct at the register like it was supposed to. And so I caught this after going out and looking at all that fun stuff on my receipt. And so I went back in, and I was very nice because I was like, I don't know if they can do anything because I know this is a manufacturer coupon and maybe they can't. And if they told me they can't, that's fine. I understand that. I should not have went through with the transaction. And so if they said there's nothing we can do, then that would totally have been fine, and that's whatever. I have had stores where they take care of. A really nice manager at one of my stores, and she's taken care of issues like this with coupons not coming off. Actually, a couple stores have done that for me. Really nice. So it never hurts to ask. But I've also had some stores say, hey, you're going to need to contact this email or whatever, or go on this form. And I have done that before too. And so I would have been totally fine either way. But I thought, well, I'm here. I'll just ask real quick. And so that is what I did. So I went in and went up to the cash register. The cashier I checked out with, she was there. She's super nice. I was like, hey, I don't know if you can help me with this or if I need to call customer service. But I had a coupon. It didn't come off. Showed it to her, whatever. And she was like, oh, I'll go ahead and get the manager so she can, help you or whatever. We've been having problems with coupons not coming off on the right things, she said, or on items in the store. So anyway, she goes and gets this manager. And the manager comes out, and really nice at first. She's like, hey, what's the problem, whatever. So I explained to her. I show her on my phone the coupon, all that fun stuff. And she starts, looking over everything. And at first, she seems really, accommodating. And so she was like, we could try to return them. And I was like, oh, is that going to mess up the 10 off 40? Which I wish I wouldn't have said that because looking back now, it wouldn't have messed it up. I understand it wouldn't have messed it up because it's the prorated amount on the receipts. If you see these items, it says less promo, 98 cents or 86 cents. That's the amount they'll give you on the return. And after I said that, I realized it because I tried to, explain that to her, but I kind of already messed it up because she said, well, we can return them. And so I wish I would have not said that because then we just would have returned them and it would have been whatever. But she still might not have let me return them anyway because here's her reasons. Number one, she was insisting I got the discount. She's like, see under here, it says $2.75 less promo, 86 cents. She's like, those two, that makes up the discount. So she was saying that was the discount. No, that was not the discount. So basically what that was, it was the instant savings that made them 2 for $5. Bought 2, it dropped it down to 2 for $5. And that's the 10 off of 40 prorated. So it prorates all of that out. That's what that means. And even she was going through, oh, well, you got these palm olives on sale. That's why it has this promo. And then you turned around down here and got the 10 off of 40. So you saved even more. She was trying to explain to me why this was such a great deal. But she was invalid on her explanation because that is the 10 off of 40 prorated in with the instant savings. That was not the digital coupon. And even if her logic was correct, she's like, well, you got your savings or whatever. 86 cents plus 86 cents is not $1.72. So that's number one. And then she offered to return it, and I was like, okay, well, yeah, totally. We'll return it and see what it wants to give me back. Because if it was just going to give me back, the prorated amounts, I would be cool with that. Honestly, I would have been fine. But she was like, no, because if we do that, you turn around and got this extra $10 off, you're going to owe me money. And I don't want to do that to you. I don't want to make you have to give us money. If we return these, you're going to have to owe me cash. I'm like, okay, well, I don't want that either, which again is invalid, but it doesn't matter because she didn't understand that the prorated amount up there, the less promo, was with the 10 off 40. So she didn't understand that, and so she wasn't going to let me return them. She said I was going to owe her money, but then she was insisting I got these discounts even though it didn't add up. And so we get over that, and she's just going down this thing, basically saying, well, look at all this. You got this extra coupon off for the user, and you got this off for the Suavitel, the Eric. She's reading all these coupons, saying you got the 10 off 40. She's like, you saved $24. I'm confused what you're thinking, should have happened. She's going through saying how wonderful, you saved $24. What more did you want to save, I guess? And that kind of that to me is kind of condescending. I'm a couponer. You advertise a promotion in your app, and it doesn't work. And then you're trying to tell me, well, you already saved all this. I'm confused. What? I don't understand why you're confused. And at the end of the day, it's $2.50. However, it's the principle. You advertised a coupon in your app for $2.50 off a 2 palm olive or Ajax, whatever, but the palm olive 18 ounce or larger. On the Ultra, I got the exact thing. It's not my fault it didn't work. But so she wasn't rude. She didn't yell at me or be belligerent. We ended things on a good note, whatever. I thanked her. She thanked me. It's fine. I have no, ill will towards her or anything. She wasn't rude, but it was kind of condescending. Well, you've already saved all this. Why are you confused? What more do you need to save? That's kind of the kind of preface I got. You saved all this. Lady, with all due respect, I didn't need to have a lesson on, how much I saved. Because I was planning on saving even more. I had planned all this out. I had this all planned or whatever, and I know I should have paid $2.50 more, and I'm glad I saved what I did, but that doesn't negate the fact that I had a coupon that was for the right thing that did not come off. So in a very respectful way, because here's my thing, and I know some people have told me, like, I will gladly get someone fired over not extending my coupon. I don't want to do that to anybody. Like, here's my thing. I don't want to do that to anybody. I want to be kind, and I want to, I did explain my point to her, and I did kind of debunk several of the things she was saying in a respectful way, because I'm not out here to fight with the Dollar General manager. Like, I'm not out here to try to argue, and looking back, I should just not have paid at that point when it was off. I should have just voided the transaction. I was hoping maybe we could exchange the dish soaps. Maybe for some reason these dish soaps, the barcode, sometimes they'll have things on the register, or not on the register, but at the, on the shelves, that maybe change the barcode or something. It's an old bottle and it doesn't attach or something. I've had that happen before, and so I was hoping we could exchange it or whatever. But when it's to the point where she's just there telling me basically how I already saved so much money, and how basically she's like doesn't understand why I'm confused, to the point I was like, okay, if this is not something you can handle, maybe I should just contact customer service. She reiterated that. She's like, yeah, this is nothing, I can't really take care of this. Contact customer service and maybe they'll give you a gift card. And I wish she would have just said that to begin with, instead of me standing there for, a few minutes kind of going over this and her telling me basically that I've saved enough. Like, that kind of bothered me, because like, who are you to tell me I've saved enough money? No, that's not fair. That's not fair. Like, if you have a coupon in your app and I did the right thing, you should honor that. You shouldn't say, well, you already saved all this money. Like, no, but there was no point in standing there and going back and forth any longer. I wanted to present myself, in a Christ-like manner. And so I was like, okay, thank you. I understand. I understand there's nothing you can do. And we were on our way. And she thanked me too. And it's all fine. Like, if I saw this manager again, I'd have no, ill will towards her or anything like that. She was just doing what she was trained to do. And unfortunately, she was not trained correctly. That's not how that works. I wouldn't owe her money. The prorated amount is what that equates to, what they would have given me back. But whatever. So I put a ticket into customer service. I have yet to hear back. So I don't know what's up. I hope that I do hear back. I have had to do this before, and they did take care of it, so I'm hoping that they do this time as well, because that's not fair. It's really not fair, but I don't know. I haven't heard back from them yet, so we're just going to wait and see what happens, I guess. At the end of the day, it was $2.50, but it's the principle of it. I don't like when they put a coupon out, and then they just don't honor it. Like, that was the right thing. I did nothing wrong. I followed the coupon rules. I got the right size, whatever. There was no reason that it didn't work. So I'm hoping they make things right. But anyways, that's my story. The manager thought I'd saved enough already, and she didn't understand why I was confused. But whatever. Have you guys ever had an experience like this? Did you do the Palmolive on Saturday or whatever, and did you have the coupon not work as well? I would love to hear. Anyways, that's all I got. I hope you all enjoyed, and thank you so much for watching.